Seems like gaming studios or major companies like Microsoft are acquiring other studios is a common trend nowadays. But what is unheard of is a streaming service also acquiring game studios. So when Netflix decided to buy out a small gaming studio, Next Games, we were all confused. Let's dive deep and discover what Netflix is plotting. First up, Movie Goliath wants in on the gaming world. No doubt the gaming industry has become one of the most profitable business ventures of our time, with a profit margin of 72.7% worldwide and a projected annual growth rate of 14.5% by 2026. It seems like a no-brainer for companies to join in on this cash grab. That is precisely what Netflix is planning on doing in the next couple months. Netflix announced on Wednesday that it plans to buy Finnish game developer Next Games for more than $70 million, signaling the company's intention to enter the video game market. This transaction will be done in an all-cash share purchase for around £2 per share. Although the deal has yet to be completed, the gaming company's board of directors has already approved it and is recommending it to shareholders. The contract is anticipated to close by the second quarter of 2022. At the end of 2021, Next Games employed around 120 people. In 2020, sales were approximately $30.17 million, with in-game purchases accounting for 95% of revenue. In 2022, the company expected to generate at least $44.4 million. So it seems like an excellent investment on Netflix's part. Why does a movie subscription service want to produce games? Well, to simply answer this question, Netflix wants to make games for different seasons and movies that are available on their streaming services. Think of action-packed seasons like Squid Game getting its own video game. This would help add to the season's already existing lore and can also be a good way of using plots and characters producers were unable to use in the main season. Not only this, but games are a good way of maintaining viewers' loyalty to any franchise producers might be building. For making any sort of video game, a company will have to hire developers who will make assets and build worlds for the game. However, it's pretty common for the two parties working together to butt heads. While both parties may be right in their own accord, this fighting can lead to massive delays in the production of a game. Look no further than Dead Island 2 and you will figure out what we mean. Netflix, on the other hand, has found a way around this dilemma. How can you have such a major disagreement when you own the company developing the game? A smart approach on Netflix's part. Is making games the only reason for this purchase? Some may think the primary reason for acquiring Next Games is for having the autonomy to produce any game they want however they see fit. Others believe there may be another main reason. Netflix has come head-to-head with other subscription services like HBO Max, Hulu, and Disney Plus in the last few years. At the start, they may not have been a threat as Netflix had a monopoly in the market, but now we are not so sure anymore. Both HBO Max and Hulu have been coming out with hard hitters like Euphoria and the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In contrast, Disney Plus has been on a winning streak, creating seasons like WandaVision and Hawkeye, each better than the last. Some of their shows have even been nominated for awards. On the other hand, Netflix has been stuck with lukewarm movies and seasons like Tall Girl 2 and The Hype House. That, along with decreased annual subscription renewals, has led to the company in some hot waters. So, you can imagine the pressure all the executives must be in. Hence, acquiring a gaming company whose stock price has only gone up seems like the perfect idea. What does Netflix have to say about this situation? Netflix's vice president of games, Michael Verdu, said in a statement that they are excited for Next Games to join Netflix as a core studio in a strategic region and key talent market. Next Games will ultimately be expanding Netflix's internal gaming and studio capabilities. In the statement, Michael Verdu continued by saying that Next Games has a seasoned management team and a strong track record with mobile games based on entertainment franchises, making them the perfect fit for Netflix. Needless to say, we can undoubtedly foresee Netflix's hard hitters like The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, maybe even Bridgerton, becoming proper games aimed at different demographics. Netflix has spared no expense on making its mark in the gaming world. In fact, Netflix's mobile games division debuted in November, and executives have discussed plans to increase the company's investment in the space. In September, Netflix paid an undisclosed sum for Glendale-based game developer Night School Studio. What does Next Games have to say about this situation? Timu Hutanen of Next Games said in a statement that the company has always aimed to be the partner of choice for global entertainment businesses when it comes to developing games based on the world's most popular entertainment franchises. Next Games Games has already created games based on popular television shows, such as The Walking Dead. It released Stranger Things Puzzle Tales. Both of them weren't exactly fan-favored, but Next Games wants to change that after Netflix takes over. Will we see amazing games from these two companies? Only time will tell. Let's look at what else has been brewing in the gaming world recently. A shocking new look at Grand Theft Auto 5. Fans have been waiting for this moment for as long as we can remember. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online will be released on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S platforms on March 15th, bringing the blockbuster open-world experience to players on the most up-to-date hardware. Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online include new graphics modes with 4K resolution. Additionally, up to 60 frames per second, texture and draw distance upgrades, HDR options, and ray tracing will be included. Not only that, but fans will be able to leverage the latest console generation's technical advancements like faster loading times, immersive 3D audio, and advanced haptic feedback. Players on PS4 and Xbox One who want to continue their journey on the latest hardware will be able to migrate their GTA 5 story mode progress, as well as their current GTA Online characters, and progression to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S with a one-time migration process at launch. Plus, a new standalone version of GTA Online for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S will be available at launch. It will be free to play for PlayStation 5 players for the first 3 months, making it easy for new players to join in. Next, leaks reveal a Metal Gear Solid remake is in the works. Despite not being the first game in the Metal Gear series, Metal Gear Solid became the entry point for many fans, and it appears that gamers from newer generations will now be able to enjoy the espionage action. While the leaks should be taken at face value, they seem to be from an insider with knowledge of the hopefully upcoming game. On the r/gaming leaks and rumors subreddit, a user named userflager580 0401 claimed to have inside information on the remake. In this post, the Redditor claimed that Bluepoint was originally in charge, but the project has now been passed on to another support studio. Sony hopes that this will become the next benchmark for virtual reality games on all platforms. As a standalone remake, it can be played entirely without VR, one of the first examples of a AAA title that can be experienced in both VR and non-VR. The leaker also revealed the following details about what players can expect from Metal Gear Solid Remake in terms of features. Entirely interactable ecosystems to ground the gamer in MGS, adaptive prompts and haptic responses will be utilized to an extreme amount. Almost every item and set piece in the game are crafted around it. The inventory system follows suit to the original game, raising your left wrist for things like medicine, cigarettes, and your right wrist for weaponry. Do you think this is happening, or is this just a cruel hoax? Lastly, new Infamous and Sly Cooper games are allegedly in developing stages. Sucker Punch Productions is reportedly working on a new Infamous and Sly Cooper games for the PlayStation 5, according to a new industry insider and leaker known as Account NGT on Twitter. Account NGT is a newcomer to the scene, but they've quickly established a reputation for providing accurate leaks. They had first-hand knowledge of Quantic Dream's Star Wars project before it was revealed, as well as details about the upcoming BioShock that were confirmed by other known insiders. Regardless, as with all rumors, take it with a grain of salt. We've heard that new Infamous and Sly Cooper games are in the works before. Crow Ninja, a Twitter user, claimed in October that a new Sly Cooper was in the works. Last year, Shepshnall Nick, who has a history of being fairly accurate, also made claims about development. Sony and Sucker Punch Productions haven't said anything, but it's not usual for them to tease projects in the early stages of development. That's a wrap for this video. Which movie do you think Netflix should make into a game? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.